Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to My Healthy Food Quest. I'm your host, Jared. It's cheat day, and we're making fried chicken. Let's get started. First, let's make some brine. So for 2 quarts of water, you're gonna add 8 tablespoons of salt. 1 quart of water, 4 tablespoons of salt. So you ask, what does brining do? It makes the chicken more tender and juicy. After you dissolve the salt in the water, you're gonna add your pieces of chicken inside of the brine, and you're gonna let it sit in the fridge 24 hours overnight. Some people do it 4 to 8 hours. I like overnight. Once the brining is complete, you're gonna add the chicken to a Ziploc bag, and then you're gonna add buttermilk to it. And buttermilk helps also with tenderizing the chicken as well as making it flaky once we add it to the flour mixture. Here I am placing the chicken on a wire rack to let the excess buttermilk drip off. I am using chicken wings, and I'm also using boneless chicken thighs, and I have a surprise for you later. In a bowl of your choice, it's time to assemble your flour mixture. When you coat food with flour, it's called dredging. So I'm starting off with 2 cups of flour. I'm using 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. I'm using 1 teaspoon of chili powder. I'm using 1 teaspoon of a garlic mixture blend, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. After that, you're going to mix everything together well. You can use your hand, but I'm using a small whisk. After that, you're gonna take a few pieces at a time. You're gonna add it to the flour mixture. You're going to move it around just to make sure everything is coated, and then you're gonna transfer it to a wire rack to make sure the excess flour mixture drains off. When I was younger and I used to watch my mom in the kitchen, every time she made fried chicken, she would use a brown paper bag and she would shake it vigorously. And I think personally to this day that is a better method. So maybe I will shoot a video on how my mother does it, but it's really good the way she does it because the flour doesn't splash everywhere, and just shaking it around make sure the chicken is fully coated. So with that being said, I want to give my mother a special shout out and thank you for giving me the tools to learn how to cook, because she sparked a seed that is now a strong tree to this day. Let's get into some fun facts about fried chicken. It was invented by the Scottish and then later brought over to the Americas. Not all chickens are suitable for frying. The American South perfected it. And here we are on my channel watching this video. All I want is a little piece in history just to say that I made my own video on fried chicken. I hope you enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoy making this, and stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the best part of the video. We get to fry the chicken. I am using a wok. The oil temperature is anywhere from 350 degrees to 375 degrees. As you can see, I'm gently dropping the chicken into the oil, not overcrowding it, and I'm letting it fry anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes until it gets that nice golden brown crust. I am using peanut oil because of its high smoke point, and it is perfect for deep fat frying. The wings are done. I'm just adding them to the wire rack so they can cool off and any excess oil could drain. And next up will be the boneless thighs. So the same thing goes as earlier. You're gonna let the oil get anywhere from 350 degrees to 375 degrees. The thighs are gonna take a little bit longer, so I go anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes, just constantly moving the chicken around the oil to make sure we get that nice golden brown crust. The chicken is almost ready, and the same thing as you did with the first round, you're just gonna transfer it to a wire rack and you're gonna let everything cool down. If you do not have a wire rack, you can use paper towels or a clean newspaper. I always like when people do this in their videos, so here I am checking for the crispiness. It's time for that surprise. what are we gonna do with the boneless chicken thighs? Drum roll. You guessed it. We are going to be making tacos. I'm so excited. Here I am just warming the tortillas over the flame. I like that burnt crust taste. Some people like to use a comal, but I like to do it right on the open fire like this or the grill. I can't lie to you, ever since I moved to California, I've just fell in love with tacos. I'm going to be making you 3 different tacos, all with chicken thighs with just 3 different toppings. I like to slice my chicken in strips because when you hold a chicken strip in the taco, it doesn't fall out. However, you can cube your chicken strips. This way, it just gives a different complexity to your taco. This smells so amazing right now. First up is a homemade guacamole made with avocados straight from the tree that I picked myself. So this is as fresh as it gets. I'm going to add the chicken strips on top of the guacamole just so it creates a base that it's going to stick on. And I'm also using a homemade sriracha aioli sauce. Next up, we're adding the chicken strips to the taco, and then we're going to add a nice creamy homemade coleslaw to the top of it. Last but not least, we're just going to add chicken strips to the taco again, and we're just going to add a nice yummy homemade salsa. I just want to say there is nothing wrong with having a cheat day, because let's face it, we're human. I try to enjoy everything in moderation, and I make sure that I exercise at least 3 times a week while drinking plenty of water every day. Just remember to stay active and never give up on your health goals. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.